What is up, everybody? Blake the Scholar of Magic, and a little bit of a different video today. We got a recommendation from a contributor in the comments, Solstice Gaming. Thank you so much. This is a really interesting event that's happening in Magic the Gathering right now on Arena, and it's basically focused on the new Final Fantasy cards, and the set is a banger. It's just very apparent that just from playing and constructed that it fits a lot of archetypes. It kind of glues together a lot of things. There's a lot of interesting things happening with like prowess decks, really interesting kind of powerful cards that are kind of hitting the meta and kind of getting explored. And this is a really cool event. I'll give some information already. I did start playing. I did 3 of these already. I spent about 3,000 gold, and I did get a Sephiroth, and I did get an additional mythic in 1,000 gold run through. I got 2 mythics, so including a Sephiroth, and the other one wasn't half bad either. So I'm gonna track like kind of the cards that we can get out of this. I'm not gonna play through the event. And we can kind of get a vibe for what's going on. And I'm also going to track the packs that, have certain mythics in it, so we can kind of get an idea. Because I feel there's a variation, like you might pick, like for instance, like the Chocobo deck, and not get the Wandering Chocobo. So we're going to kind of see the variance of that. Also, and just like kind of be looking out for the mythics to see what packs they're in, so that if you do the event and you're looking for particular rares or mythics, you can kind of get into that. I do believe, I'm not 100% certain, but I think Merciless was the black-white list where the Sephiroth came from. So we're going to be kind of testing out our theories a little bit, and just kind of getting into this action. So I did spend just $20 here on some gems. Obviously, if you are just contributing your gold, it'll, obviously just doing this maybe 3 or 5 times might be worth it, because you are going to get into a mythic of some sort, and some nice rares on each instance as well, and nice uncommons. So that does seem like a fun one to try. But here's Merciless. We can kind of test out our theory. We'll know for sure if Sephiroth is in here, then this is the Sephiroth, deck. But it doesn't show up. That doesn't mean it's not in it. There's some variance, I believe, amongst these packs. Sometimes you get a mythic, sometimes you get a rare, but we'll know for sure if he shows up again, then this is the one. Probably not in our best idea to pick another black deck, because then it would be hard to tell like if Sephiroth was in it or not. I do believe this is more sacrifice orientated though, with the Rufus, whereas Scheming, I think it was more. There was a mythic in here as well, and maybe we'll follow back on that to kind of see the mythic in there, because it wasn't half bad either. I do believe for certain though Sephiroth is in this Merciless one. Let's try weapons. I try like a one that maybe we're not too familiar with, and kind of confirm this. And now we can open this up here and just kind of see what we picked up. So it looks like we did not get the Sephiroth in this particular instance. It was in my other one. And the other mythic from the other pack, from the Scheming, was a Dimir mythic. And I believe you can only get 1 rare mythic for each one. So it is for sure in Merciless. We did get the Dwarven Castle Guard in the Merciless pack as well. So there's some redundancy here. But we did not. Sephiroth will be showing up right here above Rufus, so we didn't get that. Looks like you do get like a Sephiroth intervention here. We did get like this was a white equipment deck, so it looks like we got Genji's glove was one of our rares here for the equipment. Okay, so like additional combat steps, pretty interesting stuff. That uncommon shows up quite frequently. Some interesting summons here that are always probably worth checking out to a degree. Let's see what other rare was in this one. For Vincent Valentine. Okay, so looks like that would be your other rare opportunity for Merciless. So Merciless so far has Seth or Vincent Valentine. And Vincent, you can definitely play that in Constructed too, if you're like, really getting some nice value out of your stuff. And we got a Judge Master Gabbrinth. That's not a bad uncommon either. That's in our Aristocrat deck. How about Rufus? What do you do exactly? Whenever Rufus Shinra attacks, if you don't control a creature named Darkstar, trade Darkstar. Fantastic. Okay, a little token action. Paladins of Arms. Okay. Side quests. These side quests are always very interesting. Not bad. It turns into a land? That's pretty gas. I kind of like that. Very cool. And what's the land do exactly? Just add tap for planes, put it one counter on each creature you control by sacrificing it. Very well. Okay, cool. Alright, so we're probably just going to move on to the next thing about this, guys, is you're just like loading up your set. You know, you're building up your vault, because you're like picking up all the commons and uncommons as you go. It's pretty fantastic stuff. Alright, let's go back. And now we can resign this one. You can play for that uncommon or up. It's basically a random card from Magic, from all sets, not just Final Fantasy. Alright, so we're back in. Here's a Chocobo. I'm wondering if you can get a VV from this one too. So it looks like you have another chance for a Sephiroth. Let's see if we can get a traveling Chocobo. I would really love to pick that up. Valiant. We haven't picked up a Devious yet, so let's pick up a Devious. See what's going on here. Hey, let's freaking go. Alright. Chocobo. Chocobo. Alright, here's the Chocobo. I feel like this is probably good for the newer players, right? I mean, think about it, like, how many do we want to do with these? I mean, I feel like it's probably pretty good already. I mean, we just got a Chocobo here, we got a Shaw's Chocobo, side quest raise the Chocobo, and I'm assuming that like your gems are basically like valued as gold, right? To agree, like 1,000 gold, you get about a 100 gold. For me, I think I get about 100 gold, like just for every match that I engage in on Arena, or perhaps every win. We can kind of look at that too in a moment here. But yeah, that's a perfect card. I need a playset of this, so getting it through this manner is fantastic. If that, you know, if it's not too hard to do it, you know, sometimes you're whiffing, but sometimes you're not. Seems pretty good. And like I said, you get to get your uncommons built up. You get the side quest, raise a Chocobo. You're like basically just building your decks here, and you get in some sweet uncommons along the way. Ride the Shoopif. Chocobo Kick is a pretty sweet card, actually. So, very interesting cards here overall. What was our black? I know I'm very enamored in the green. I wonder what was our black rare or mythic. Let's see. Fang, she's an uncommon legendary. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, you draw a card and you lose a life. It's pretty sweet. Whoa. It melds with vanilla. Okay. Sweet. And it turns into this nasty 7/6. Very well. Ninja Blades. Oh, this is like a very combo-esque card. Like, people have been using the rooms to... Creative Combos did a video where he was using this with the rooms. And basically just having two instances of Ninja Blades go off. There's some cards that kind of have double triggers on your combats, and they're just like basically OTKing people with Ninja Blades, which is kind of crazy. So that's a cool card, of course. And then yeah, we got the Chocobo. Look at the top card of your library. Anytime you may play lands and cast bird spells from the top of your library. It's fantastic. If a land or a bird you control enters the battlefield, cause a trigger ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. Fantastic. What a card. We love to see it. Alright, let's do it again. I'm hoping to get into like a Rakdos like list. Let's go with Valiant again. This is an uncommon. I did get the equipment guy. Scheming, I did get the mythic out of there. It's pretty cool. Let's try Valiant again. Should we go for another Wandering Chocobo? I feel like that's like kind of like where we're after, right? Okay, we did not get the Wandering Chocobo this time. So, yeah, you get Shaw. Shaw Catsroy is the rare there. And I did pick her up again. What was the first? Dion, is that new? Yeah, I haven't picked this one up yet. So this is our rare Bahamut's Dominant. During your turn, Dion and other knights you control have flying. When Dion enters, create a 2/2 white knight creature token. Exile Dion. So this is not the rare, or not a mythic, of course. So there is a mythic, probably associated with each of the packs, right? But clearly we have built up. I mean, look at these uncommons you get. This is from the white green set. You get like the Summon Fenrir and the Summon Chocomog. So you get some really nice uncommons amongst these two. Yeah, pretty good stuff. Once again, you get more of these Chocobo cards that are just so good as well. Alright, let's go back. So it looks like there's about, I mean, from my artifacts, I have not picked up artifacts, but we're gonna pick up Merciless again, because if you're Sephiroth hunting, you know, we're gonna try to get into that, right? And if we're gonna try to get into the Chocobos, we'll try to get into the Chocobos. I am curious though to see what the mythics are in these ones as well, though. So let's see if we can get like another. See what we can get in this one. Okay, so we kind of definitely, this was on the lower side, so this is like kind of the rares again. We whiffed on the Sephiroths and such. So I do think though that like if you're just grinding gold, I feel like this is kind of the way. And it's kind of fun for me just to try to kind of see what we can get. I don't know if it's like in my best interest to like continue too much further, but let's try to get another Sephiroth just to kind of prove that they are gettable. Let's try artifacts, and we definitely whiffed on that again. So I wonder what the you know, I mean, I have basically a playset of Vincent Valentine's now. I wonder what the rare of the blue is. Or the mythic. Edgar. Okay. Very well. I'm going to do like probably 3 more of these. Try to get into a Sephiroth for you guys here if I can. Try to get into another Traveling Chocobo. If we can, and then maybe try to look at some of these other ones as well. But man, we're just whiffing on these. So maybe it's like a 1 in 4 chance, I guess, I suppose, to get into the homies. I mean, they show up like every time, but I don't know. I mean, it's definitely great for getting the uncommons and such. Let's show off. Let's try to get into weapons here for this particular instance, and we'll try Devious. So it looks like you got into the Genji glove again. That's not too impressive, is it? And then Ninja Blades once again. Those are rare. Man, I got kind of excited. We got that Chocobo like so fast, and then we kind of whiffed on the last ones. And we'll try Bold this time. So good to see. Yeah, you get Robon. I don't know if that's always that, but he's kind of an interesting one. He'll hook up the equipment's very nice on attack. Oh, you get a Bartz and Boko. Okay, guys. Hey, so you can get some nice, you can get a little variety there with Chocobo. Okay, so you can get a Bartz and Boko. Because I think Solstice was saying that you maybe Shas is just kind of like your, you know, kind of whiff, but Bartz and Boko is definitely getting a lot of play. It's a human bird, so that's kind of odd. It's pretty fantastic affinity for birds too. It's kind of whacked out, to be honest. That's a good hit. Let's do a couple more. See if we can get more Chocobos. Devious, I don't know. Bold hasn't been too great either. We haven't really seen too much variety with Valiant. Let's see it again. Wild came up again. I mean, that's something to try, but we're kind of on a Chocobo kick right now. Another Bartz and Boko. Okay, so that's fine. That's fine. I was wondering if there was any kind of there's Dion, so there's the rare. I think the other the variety here for this one, guys. So for the Selesnya one, you can get a Dion, or you can get the Mogul combat trick. So that's good to know. I don't think you can get any. I mean, that's two of the varieties for sure. There might be a third variety to these as well. Okay, God, I kind of want to get that Wandering Chocobo. I need a playset, really. I don't really need a VV. I think maybe you could get a VV in there, though, in the Mage. Okay, let's get Wild. We haven't picked that one up yet. Okay, we got Shaw's, just a complete zero there. Oh, but you get Rydia. That's a fantastic uncommon. I kind of want to build a deck around that one. Now, what else do you get in Wild? What's your rare that you get? Sell. Okay. Additional land. Very well. Okay. I guess I'm just taking this all the way. It's kind of fun. Kind of just got this one. I'd like to see the other rare to it, though. Chocobo. Hey, let's go, guys. That's 2 Chocobos. So, I think if you like just wanted to have a playset of Chocobos, you could just spend the 20 bucks. That's true. You know, you could buy the 4 mythic wildcards for 20 bucks. I mean, if you wanted to go right to it, you could, but I think we've kind of... And it got a Tifa. Let's go. Yeah, that came in the wild. Okay, wild. Okay. So, Chocobo. You can get Shaw. And then you can get the other Bart. And then this one, you can, in Wild, you can get that 3-mana human or a Tifa. Ooh, we love that. Sweet. That was juiced. That was juiced, guys. Weapons has been kind of meh, huh? Wonder if you can get like the Buster. Valiant, I think we kind of deduced Valiant, and that wasn't the greatest. Artifacts was that blue homie. I guess we try weapons again, one more shot for that. Oh, Sephiroth or Chocobo. I don't know, you guys feeling like a Sephiroth is popping up? I mean, I'm getting very close to this Chocobo playset, you know? I think we'll get another chance at Merciless, too. Okay, dang it. So I think we picked up the other artifact. Zizak? No, that's an uncommon. Cloud! Okay. Artifacts, you can get Cloud. Sweet. Cloud or the 5-mana equipment. That's good to know. And what do we get for... We got this guy again. We get him a lot. That was mono white though. With Cloud, right? To look at that one again, what I did there. Try Bold again. Bold has been coming up that same rare like every time. Let's try this one again. I don't know what I'm doing. Weapons. Okay, weapons is Cloud. Got you. Let's go with mage. Maybe we can get a VV in there. Maybe we can. Yo, let's go. Mages is VV. Fantastic. And then you got Edgar again over here. Very well. I'm sure there's some really cool uncommons along the way here, you know, obviously to kind of explore, but we're just doing this for the kind of the investigation purposes. The fun is almost over, guys. You giving me a choice here. I feel a Sephiroth is due, but I am so close to my Chocobo here. I don't need more Sephiroths, to be honest, but I know he's in there. Let's... couple more chances. Let's see if I can get another Chocobo. If I could get another Wandering Chocobo, I'll try to open some Merciless for you guys to kind of get into that. Let's get a Devious. Yeah, Bartz and Boko. Okay, nearly... Okay, you get Arden in this one. You can get Arden and Merciless. It looks like we opened, got to our vault too, which is kind of nice. Very nice. I have a full playset of Tifa's already. Try to get to some clouds here and get into some Sephiroth. Okay, we did not get it. Did we get cloud though? No, we did not. Machinist Arsenal. Okay, very well. And our rare was Vincent. Yeah, he's coming up. I think we've been getting him a lot for our Merciless one, haven't we? Okay, Merciless. Devious. What did we get out of that one? That was our... I think that was where our Arden was. Devious, right? Try to go for some more clouds. I hate to see it, guys. Ooh! Primal Odin, huh? So the equipment was this, and you can get this in Merciless as well, Primal Odin. Alright, last one, guys. Chocobo? I wonder if you can get like a double Chocobo. I wasn't too impressed with the bold. Maybe we can get something other than that 2-mana one. He comes up a lot, guys. I don't know about that one if you want to get into that one at all. But hey, you'd love to see it, guys. You'd love to see it. The Chocobo is back. All right. So all in all, let's go check this out. Like, how does this look for me? How does it look for like what you're doing? So like you go to the store here, maybe your gems. That was 3,400 gems we just went through. That's $20. You know, I think it was great value. We got like many mythics today. You know, just off the top of my head, we have the VV. We got into the traveling chocobos. And let's see what featured here. Yeah, you see your 4 mythic rare wild cards is just $20. So at the baseline there, we did much better than anything else, and we opened basically completed our vault, which is nice too. Basically, as your set gets completed, you know get progress towards your vault, and you get these in exchange. So that's nice. So yeah, we're looking like a lot better now. Is there anything else I need to do here? I just need to resign here. Now, what does this do? What does this mean for me exactly? Well, I have this budget burbs deck, and I do really love the Fenrirs here. They do very well, but it is mostly a bird deck. I mean, there's so many instances of birds here, and it kind of makes sense just to, like, you know, kind of pivot the deck a little bit, just slightly, you know, from the cards that we just got. You know, we can slightly kind of get into like nearly a full play set of traveling chocobos, which is pretty awesome. And then if I just type in bird here, I have the Bartz and Boko, and I'm pretty sure like the deck just got like a lot better. There's just like a lot of gasoline here now. Like, yeah, like the Fenrir does proc the Optimus and Scavenger and gives you a land, but now we're just more bird orientated, and we added like a little bit more of a top end, the more synergy with the birds that we're already going to be putting on the battlefield. This thing will get lands off the top of our battlefield. We'll be able to cast other birds. So it looks like a sweet little list here. Obviously our mana base is still really scuffed. You know, to illustrate like a beginning player, I believe like you could get into something like this like very easily, because as you complete the Chocobo and even that the aura list in that event, you're going to fill up your slots like very easily without having to pay any wild cards, because you just get these abundance of these cards. Like you get the Chocomogs, for instance, in that aura in the white green list, and it just kind of gets you closer to these really sweet decks. Like you'll just have a play set of all these things really fast, you know, and be able to play a really sweet deck. Like already, you could even still play with these, like, you know, cheap lands, you know, like these are just commons, you know, and you can just add it as you go. You can kind of go through the ladder and just kind of continue your progress. Yeah, so what did we get? We got like a lot of sweet cards. I wrote most of them down. I mean, we did not get any Sephiroth on camera, but I did pull one earlier in Merciless, so they are gettable. That is for sure. So let's just roll this one out and see how it goes. It's never a bad thing to just suit up your Sheltered by Ghosts on an Optimistic Scavenger and kind of go to town. It's basically like just like a Voltron-y type of thing at that point. See if they play the side quest or something here. Maybe they'll do like the judo kick on my scavenger. Tifa is a card. Calming the Bears. Interesting. Okay, they are gonna kill it. Or they're just looking at it. I have no idea what costs 1 mana that kills this, except a Bushwhack. Tailspin. Okay, very well. Green-white kind of has a good advantage on them, but they might just come up. They might have some skills here. You know? They might get me. You know what I'm saying? So you know what's kind of crazy is that this would just actually make it a 4/4, and they'd have to have like another tail swipe. You know. Because these count as enchantments, so we can try it. But if they have a tail swipe, then we could be in trouble. Because this is going to grow to a 4/5 here. Walks. Okay. And this comes in untapped because it's just completely busted. And it has first strike for some reason. No idea why. Looking for that Bart's, the new Bart's card would be sweet now. Yeah, our deck got a lot better for sure. Kind of makes more sense, more birds, you know. Mythic Scavenger is cool. Yep, just easy game. Almost to diamond now, guys. Almost to diamond, and that was really interesting to do that event. That was pretty cool. Thanks, Solstice. Yeah, that was there's always the highs and lows. It's like, am I getting a good value or not? Like, you know, we had that run where we're kind of whiffing on the Chocobos, right? But then like we picked it up and we had 3. And like I said off the top of my head, just the VV and the Cloud, and so you're getting kind of access into some other new cards, and overall just a really good experience, I'd say. Traveling Chocobo in hand. You can suit it up if it's not too scary over here. Traveling Chocobo gives us a little bit more gasoline, so we love to see it. Don't know what they're doing over there with the Gabalt. Some sort of red reanimator here, I suppose. Zombify. Sheltered by Ghosts can get under that sometimes. I don't know now. I don't really know. But they are near approaching diamond, so. Imagery. Interesting. Luckily we can get into some cards with our Helpful Hunter and kind of keep that gasoline going. Okay, they're mill. Interesting. Let's get into a card, hopefully hit a land. I might be in really big trouble. It's not good. That was a couple draws at it. These are supposed to like balance our low land count, which is 22 lands, to like get into that. We kind of need to like go, as you would say. I feel like I need to like eat that jewel. Just have like a feeling I need to eat it. Maybe a scavenger to double ethereal armor is just GG's. Maybe we'll get milled this game. Maybe we'll get milled right now. Not really sure. Well, they have lots of bitter triumphs, though. That's for certain. Just the coverage. This would be pretty gas if we could just get a land off the top. Never lucky. Never lucky. Oh, they're getting a nice setup. They're definitely getting very heavy on the removal. I think we're just a Jace away from death here. There's one of them. Down to 7. Oh. Oh, they just draw 3 off of that? That's amazing. Just kind of curious. Is there any lands? No, we don't have lands in our deck, so. Yeah, that's called the reverse screw, when they reverse screw you without any lands. rather than flooding with just too many. That could have worked out in many ways. I mean, we were probably just one land away there on an earlier sequence, like with Audacity. Just to land there kind of opens us up and kind of, you know, gets us into like a more aggressive stance. I think like the one thing that I wish I would have saw on those pre-constructed decks was like the Rakdos list, like with the tokens, and basically they're like witch tokens or mage tokens, and they ping damage on non-creature spells. Like there's a 3-mana sacrifice spell, and it makes your opponent sacrifice a creature, and then you get a 0/1 I think mage token. And basically every non-creature spell that you cast, it will ping your opponent for damage. So they really stack up. And there's also a really cool, I think it might even be an uncommon, like red card that really gets busy and like creates more of those tokens. It's a really cool card. If I would be like a hater, like if I wanted to be like a hater, I'd be like in Rakdos and I'd be doing like prowess stuff for sure. I'd probably do like Cecil and like those homies, and yeah, just like kind of storm off on the opponents for sure. I think they just disconnected, so we'll take a walk to Diamond, you know. We're getting close already, so, you know, we'll take everything that we can get to get there. I think it will let us go to our turn. We'll play our turn and then we'll go back and they'll disconnect. Hello, Choco Dude. Okay, so we just get that win. Man, so close to Diamond, guys. So close. Maybe we get a fast one in. Maybe we can get in the Diamond gem here for you guys. Off a pretty cool event, I'm not gonna lie. A little slowish, but hey. Got a couple creatures here, got a couple auras. Gotta let jive. Maybe we'll get a turn 1 Chocobo. You know, maybe draw right into it. Oh, that card is gross. What did I tell you? This card is crazy. It's a crazy one. It gives him a buff, and oh, it's gross, man. It's just the grossest. Opponent, what are you going to do now? What are you going to do when I'm putting double Sheltered by Ghosts on this? They do gain a life, that's true. That's true. Never lucky. It's doing it again. It's giving me the card, but it's not giving me that land. Oh, now there's 2 of them. I'm not really sure white. They do have Sheltered by Ghost to get my Sheltered by Ghost, but that's about it. It's getting closer. I had to do that after the fact because this only comes in with 13 life or less on the battlefield, just in case you guys are wondering. Give him a little bit of life here. Probably a lot of bit of life, actually. It is what it is. Okay. I think they might make their angel, actually. That's 4 life. We don't have to block, we have so much life. Oh, they did not get to make an angel. They'll have to block this, huh? I don't think they're blocking anyways. That's 12, 15, 18, that's 21 damage, so we chill. Free runway, excuse me. Just swing mono red brain here. Should take out my summon, right? Anything, it's not lethal, so. Can they play more creatures? Shelter. I got into a shelter. Exorcise. Alright, I respect this opponent. We didn't get to see our wandering Choco friends. Should we do one more? Should we just do one more? Should we go for it? Yes. Sweet. This hand looks sick. Very bird friendly. Wow, the damage goes through. That's incredibly psycho, guys. You took my damage first? Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. Go, please, Chocobo. Give me some juice here. I believe in you. Yeah, brother. Oh, that's double, dude. That's sick. You're good, homie. You're real good. Don't be messing with me, homie. Don't be messing with my bird. Hater. It's complete hater tech over there. Ah. This is awful. It's such a... It like went so fast there, you know? I want to try to hit land or something here. That was risky. Okay, that's good. I mean, they are very close to death. I could put ward on him, but they have this stupid nowhere to run. They're very close to dead with this annex. I'll be very honest, guys. They might just be dead. How much damage is it? 2? Yeah, they might be dead to this. We'll try it. I mean, that's... If they don't have a demon to produce, this will kill them on upkeep. Or on end step. They'll just be dead. They can get it now. They can make their demon now. You just love to see it, guys. You just love to see this action here, you know? Just good stuff here. Diamond, baby. Let's go. And the Chocobos, magicalness there. Ooh, it looks pretty, guys. Very pretty. Constructed Conqueror, let's go. Achievements. Wow, look at us. Enter 5 events. We did it. We did that. Yep. What else did we do? Diamond rank. Yeah, we did it. And we got some blue. Copied 25 spells. Okay, very well. Open a vault. Fantastic. Fun. And there's one more. Sacrifice 100 treasure tokens. Fantastic. Almost at our red mastery, the fervent. That'll be a nice one. Which ones are hard to get? It seems blue and red are kind of difficult. Green is very kind of accessible in the color masteries, I noticed. Yeah, I have 9 out of the 10 for green. I'll be getting the Vivian avatar pretty soon. I see a lot of people with the Vivian avatars too. Yeah, you just need to like do elf ball to get that one. But yeah, this was amazing. Thanks to Solstice for recommending this. We definitely built our deck and kind of tuned it and got a little more action. And actually, I kind of am happy just like this. I mean, obviously, I do this, you know, I do have access to the more of the rare lands, but I kind of do this to show that, you know, you can have a very fine deck and get, you know, accelerate yourself up to, you know, a higher rank. Like just like kind of just inching along and kind of playing into these events and grinding out your gold. And yeah, maybe sometimes just spending $20 on the app. It's not a big deal, you know, like you would basically have access to most of this deck. From what I had seen, you would have of all these basically. In the green-white aura, you get the access to the summon Chocomogs. And this, and then basically these are commons, and then, you know, these are uncommons. So yeah, obviously that's like another step, and that's where like kind of the grinding set. And I am fortunate, I've been playing for a while, so I have quite a bit of things to sink my teeth into in terms of commons and uncommons. But I feel like this is very accessible. I mean, look at this. You have a full play set of all these nice cards here, and surely you know, obviously this is a very powerful part of the deck is the auras and optimistic scavengers, but you could have a fine deck just with those you know, mono green spells like the Chocobo kicks, and you know, you could have a very fine deck just doing that, and you'd be able to ladder. So I'm very confident you would. And then these are just fine dual lands, you know, this is the kind of configuration that you want. If you want to go back to my other video, I kind of explain, you know, for 2-color decks, how many sources that you would, you know, are comfortable in the app. I'd say like you want to have like at least 11 sources here of basically fetchable lands and dual lands. 10 would probably be too little. Like I said, there's a little tuning always. Like I had the royal treatments in here before, but I noticed that I noticed that there was very consuming and green. We had like a lot of green spells that were, you know, and a prevalence of a lot of green spells like that, you know, were very in the early stages that were very green intensive. So that's why I put in the Shards Mage, and it seemed to work out for us. Diamond, baby, we did it. And make sure you guys hit me with a like or subscribe if you stay to the end. I appreciate you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.